when you commit yourself to a certain date, then you have to achieve that goal. Um, I'm I'm nervous to actually announce this. I determined that for me to do my Costa Rica trip, I'm going to do it on April 27th, which gives me exactly 100 days to prepare for it. And this is why it's important to set a date for a goal that you have. Because how many times have you been in a situation you think about a brilliant idea? I want to quit my job and I want to start a business. I want to quit my job. I want to start my business. And you say it over and over and over again, and you tell all your friends this, but months go by, you still haven't done anything. Weeks go by, years go by, you still haven't done anything. That's why it's important to come out there and declare a date, because you have to take the leap. A leap that is so strong that you can't back out of it. So it's something that I'm doing right now. April 27th is the date. So number one, it's a public declaration, and I don't want to embarrass myself by not actually doing it. And the second thing too is it gives you a time frame in setting yourself up to do that particular goal successfully. So I have 100 days to do this retreat. I have never done a retreat before my entire life. I've done workshops. I have done, 2-hour workshops, but I've never done 2 full day retreats. I don't even know what I would have to do to get there. But since I know there is a countdown happening, so every single day I have to do some sort of work towards it. So this is for me in a retreat example, but for you, if you set a date for yourself, like I have a lot of clients who want to become entrepreneurs, who want to start their own businesses. A lot of them already have businesses and they're setting bigger goals for themselves. But say, for example, you're just starting off brand new and you are interested in starting your own business. So why don't you set a date? It doesn't have to be a date that is extremely close to you, that you feel nervous and it's too big of a goal that you might not even do it. But if you give yourself 100 days, or you give yourself, maybe even a year, say 365 days from now, I'm going to go into my company full time. So every single day that goes by, you have to come up with some sort of plan to get there. So for example, for me, today starts day 1. Okay, so to day 1, what I did was I set the date. April 27th is going, April 27th, 2019. I was going to say 2018. 2019 is when I'm going to do my retreat. Okay, so today, day 1, that's what I did. I set the date. Tomorrow, I have to do something else. I have to come up with an entire curriculum to have people grow and expand and work on their businesses and work on their authentic voice and go for hikes possibly. I don't know. There's so many different ideas that are coming up for me. And every single day that goes by, I have to come up with some sort of plan, which is exciting because now you're in the process. When you commit a date, so you have taken a leap, and the next thing you want to ask yourself is the question is like, what do I need to become to be this person who's deserving of this, right? Me, for example, I'm thinking about myself, okay, well, 100 days, I need to become someone who could lead a retreat. I've never done it before. So what do I need to become? I need to become a person that's confident. Okay, so what are some of the things I need to do to become more confident? Okay, so I need to do certain exercises. So maybe I need to practice some of them. What are those exercises? So even that alone is already more work that I put into it than just talking about it. Oh, I would love to do this retreat, but never actually committing something to it and actually taking the leap is what holds us back, right? So if there's something you really want to do, I would extremely encourage you. I would like to encourage you to actually go out there and set a date and declare it publicly. Just don't tell yourself. For some reason, human beings, we don't like public humiliation. We don't like to be embarrassed and go back on our word. So if you set a date, give yourself some time though. You will give yourself the enough time to become who you need to be to achieve that goal. So I've committed, and it's 100 days from today. So every single day, I'm going to come on YouTube and I'm going to talk about something. And of course, lesson learned and what are some of the things that you can do to achieve your goals. It doesn't matter how big it is. At this point, I'm going to go over to chat to see what you guys have got. I just came back from Cambodia. I know my time schedule is a little bit different, but I'm going to go back to my regular time of 6:30. And let's see if you guys have any questions. If you guys have any questions about goal setting at all, let me know as well. I would love to answer them. And if there's anything that you want to ask in terms of whatever, how to reach your goal or any challenges that you're going through, just write in the comments and I would love to find out from you guys. So today is day one. I have set the date and now I don't know. I don't know what's going to emerge, right? Set the date and the how and everything else is going to flow from there. But once you commit to yourself, you just got to go out and do it. All right, guys, I'm going to again check again to see. Hello, Tanvir Singh. Really, really nice to see you. What is he saying? How not to overestimate when setting a goal. I don't know what that means. I think it's good to overestimate. I think your goals should be big. I don't think it should be small because like something like what I'm doing right now. Like doing a retreat in Costa Rica is actually really it's a really big goal. I have not done anything like that before my entire life. And I'm going to be putting my money where my mouth is. I have to commit to a place. I have to rent out a big house that's big enough to fit 10 people. I have to put the advance on it. I could potentially lose a lot of money. And it's a big goal, but it's also something I really want to do. So I don't think you should aim to underestimate your goal. So that's my answer to you. If you want to be a little bit more specific about it, about the actual question, let me know. But I don't know. I'm a big picture thinker. I like to set big goals for myself. And what I like to do is when I set a big goal for myself, I like to break it down to little steps and what it is that I can do to actually get there. So hopefully that helps you. And guys, yeah, set big goals for yourselves. It doesn't matter if it needs to scare you a little bit. It needs to make you feel a little bit fiery inside when you think about your goal. If it's too small and you feel like you could see it through fully, you feel like it's not going to fail at all because you could see it from like point A all the way to point Z, then it's not a big enough goal. So don't underestimate your goals at all. Okay, so we are going to go here. I'm going to hang on a little bit. I'm sweating right now because I made the commitment and it's actually really scary for me to do something like this because I have all sorts of, fears coming up. What if no one shows up? What if one person shows up and it's supposed to be for 10 people and I'm just sitting there staring at this person for the entire 2 weeks, not knowing what to do with them? I mean, obviously I will figure things out as I go along, but it's scary. It's embarrassing if just one person shows up. If no one shows up, then nobody really knows what happened. And I just have an amazing vacation with my boyfriend, I guess. But one person shows up would be, there was a noise coming from the bathroom. I don't know what that is. I think, anyways, let me answer your question. Okay, so how will you define meditation? I don't really get into the actual terminology of it. I think for me, as meditation for me is to connect with myself. It's a way for me to really kind of tap into my own intuition. And there are many different types of meditations out there. I do guided meditations. I also do just, sitting and listening to my thoughts, and all of which is really to just connect with myself. So that's how I would define meditation. But, that's my own definition of it. Maybe other people have different definition. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to get going. Tanvir, thank you so much for joining me today and asking the questions, and everybody else who's watching right now. Thank you again. Tomorrow I will be back at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for you guys, and I'm also taking on a different challenge tomorrow. So many challenges. So many challenges. Tomorrow I start a 14-day juice cleanse, which means I'm going to be drinking nothing but juice for 14 days. Who knows? Who knows how that's going to work out for me. It's probably going to be good, but I do want to share all of my journey with you guys as well. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.